8-year-old Eduardo Cortez has been receiving care at Rady Children's Hospital for nearly a week after coming down with a rare disease triggered by coronavirus infections.
I thought it was just like a fever, a normal fever, but everything was increasing and more and more and more and more.
Eduardo's parents had COVID in August, and it wasn't until recently that the second grader started experiencing symptoms. His condition got worse, prompting his parents to take him to the emergency room, where Eduardo had a 105-degree fever.
It was something scary for me.
Eduardo's mom was partially vaccinated, but his dad was not at all, saying he didn't think he would get the virus. Now he says that was a mistake.
It is really hard, really, really hard. It already happened to me, and I don't want to happen to anybody else, especially for the kids.
Cases of multisystem inflammatory syndrome started popping up in kids early on during the pandemic, and so far some 600 cases have been reported statewide. It causes inflammation of the heart and, while rare, can be deadly.
For Eduardo specifically, he did have a little bit of decrease in the function of his heart there in the middle of his care, but that has improved. He also had some red eyes. He had swelling of his neck and some severe neck pain, as well as severe abdominal pain and vomiting.
Eduardo is doing well after receiving treatment. His parents wish they never had to go through this ordeal.
There's a lot of coronavirus out there, and we honestly didn't think it was going to happen to us. And then in fact, it did happen to us. The sickness that our son has is really ugly. His eyes turned really red. He has marks all over his body.
The disease usually appears 2 to 6 weeks after catching the virus, and long-term effects are still unknown. Eduardo has 2 siblings who are healthy. Researchers still don't know why some kids get it and others don't. The 8-year-old's parents are hopeful that their son will be released from the hospital early next week.
My daughter asked me many times why my brother is in the hospital. But we don't want to say what was the reason, but because we don't want to scare him.
With vaccinations still not approved for those under 12, doctors say the best way to prevent the disease is for others in the household to be fully vaccinated. Matt Hoffman, KPBS News.